sing zumba, 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 I sing zumba, zumba, say. I sing zumba, 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 I sing zumba, zumba, say. Hold him down, you Zulu warriors. Hold him down, you warrior chief, chief, chief. Hold him down, you Zulu warriors. Hold him down, you warrior chief, chief, chief. Whoa, I have seen the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Oh, I have seen the Muffin Man who lives down Drury Lane. Yes, he's seen the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Oh, yes, he's seen the Muffin Man who lives down Drury Lane. The lady wrote a letter, and in it she did say that she'd rather be loved by Sekka than her husband any day. With his bloody great dreadful shoulders, his heart the size of three, with his rapture shaking laughter and his manner bold and free. Wild and tough, brave to see, rude and rough from the sea, with his love of life and people and his crying quality. Oh, the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball to end them all. If you're having a kiss on a Saturday night, you're having a kiss at all. Sing me ball-a-doo it this time, ball-a-doo it do. The man who did it last time can do it too. 4 and 20 virgins came down from Inverness, and when the ball was over, there were 4 and 20 less. Sing me ball-a-doo it this time, ball-a-doo it do. The man who did it last time can do it too.
What the hell are we going to do about these lineouts? They're losing us games.
No, don't worry. Our gallant captain here will gaze into his jockstrap and give us the answer.
Yeah, the trouble with you forwards is one word for me. You think you can do as you like. There's no discipline.
Hey, comrades, it's the team that counts. Individuals don't matter.
Who said so? Look at this. Nothing black eye this of you, boy.
That's nothing. I have 2.
This big hooligan puts the boot into that gorilla of theirs in the front row, and I get the bashing. How'd you learn to run so fast, Reggie?
Lumbering across Africa in my bare feet.
Reggie. Only came down out of the trees last week. And when his country gains independence in 2 years' time, we'll all be watching him on TV. We were fortunate enough to catch Sir Reginald in his suite at the Savoy, where he is patiently waiting for his meeting with the Colonial Secretary. Now, observant viewers will notice that Sir Reginald, who was educated in Great Britain, has put on some weight since his party ate the former governor and staff at the Independence Day banquet. Sir Reginald.
Good evening.
Good evening. Tell me, Sir Reginald, is it true that you plan to introduce legislation which would restrict white immigration to your country?
Utterly false. We have all manner of jobs open to white. Hospital orderly.
That's you.
Yeah. Station porter.
That's me.
Bus conductor.
That's you.
And as the old wise chief himself said,
Aye.
each according to his need. Each according to his ability.
I don't know why we come to these things. Come because I like it. I suppose you come because John's playing. And I suppose you would be here if Harry wasn't. No. Hey, Phil, hurry him up, will you? I'm freezing to death standing here.
Right. They're showing Birth of a Nation down at the film club on Saturday. Would you like to come?
Oh, sorry. I'm busy Saturday.
Well, it goes on till Thursday. Maybe you could...
Well, I've got a lot of studying to catch up on, you know. Sorry.
Come on, you louts. I want to get at the beer. Harry? Phil, man, where have you been? He did a good job today, didn't he?
Yeah. Waved that flag like nobody's business.
He covers as much ground as any of us.
The girls told me to tell you that they're getting cold, Harry.
They're darlings. All right, we'll warm them up in a minute, Phil.
Come here, my proud beauty.
I'm only 13. If you touch me, I'll scream.
How loud can you scream? To the woods.
I'll tell the vicar.
I am the vicar.
Come on, then.
Chief, chief, chief! I see somebody zumba, zumba, I zig zumba, zumba, zig. I zig zumba, 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 I zig zumba, zumba, zig. Hold it down, you Zulu warriors. Hold it down, you Zulu chief, chief. Zumba, 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 I zig zumba.
Ruddy students, no flipping use to anyone.
You're losing your regulars, Sam.
No, they don't do any harm. Bit quieter, you lads.
Hold it down, you boys.
All right, sir?
Yeah, all right.
How about onward Christian soldiers, Dan?
Yeah. I must go and make a long-distance telephone call. I think I'll join you. Make room for more beer.
Have one for me.
I expect you think we're irresponsible. Having childish fun while the rockets stand ready on the launching pads.
Not at all. I think you should enjoy yourself while you can.
Evening, Mrs. Chow.
Here he stands, making silent judgments. Edgar Tibbs, social realist, voice of the new statesman at Kilminster University.
Have these drinks on me.
Oh, no, you don't. That way lies commitment. Next thing I know, you'll have me sitting down in Trafalgar Square with you. We Browns are hemorrhoid-prone, don't you know? Hey, where's Phil?
Why, I think he went back to the hall.
He wouldn't go off just like that.
Oh, for goodness sake, Harry, stop wet nursing him, will you? He can go if he wants to.
Have you been up to your tricks again?
Wrap up, Harry.
He's one of us, isn't he? You mean he isn't?
You tell me.
Just because he doesn't play rugger.
There's more to it than that, and you know.
Look, Harry, I've got nothing personal against Phil, but John's right. You can't even drink a pint without pulling a face.
Okay. Phil's father isn't exactly a dustman. He's a civil servant. Do you think there's more virtue in being a third-generation sweet salesman?
My father runs his own factory. He's not a salesman.
Well done, he's arrived.
Stop it. Drink your beer.
The class struggle's not for me. You just go and have a word with Professor Tibbs over there, and he'll give you the true gospel. A hydrogen bomb is without class distinction. Strontium-90 has no prejudice.
Hey, fellas. Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Now look what you've done.
Time, please, now.
I'll wipe it.
You keep away. I'll do it myself.
Oh, now, come off his foot. It hardly touched you.
And you're all supposed to be educated.
Oh, now, give us a chance, mate. We're made of the same stuff you are. Now, give us baths and we'll fill them with coal. Allow us caviar and the national health and we'll mix it with peanut butter to kill the taste.
Anyone can get into a university these days, even the one in this place.
But it's a very good one here, and you should be very proud of it.
You get back to Africa where you belong.
Reggie, go home.
Get back to your kraal, Reg.
Now, watch it, mate.
Time, gentlemen, please. Time.
Outside.
Come on. Lot of flipping teddy, spending the taxpayers' money.
Well, you must admit I'm beautifully dressed.
We belong back down the mines.
Oh, aren't you the funny one?
A couple of years in the army, mate.
Oh, now, don't say it. I know it by heart. Now, we weren't killed in a war. I'm sorry. We weren't shaped by the Blitz. I apologize. Now, what are we? A generation of vipers and hypocrites.
Definitely.
Softies.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Would we stand on the burning decks?
No.
Not unless we got overtime for it.
All right, come along now, boys. Come along.
Sorry, Sam. Hey, pay the man, die.
Me, I paid for the beer last Tuesday and the fish and chips yesterday.
Arthur? I paid for the Times yesterday.
Well, you did the crossword puzzle, didn't you? Reggie, got any lolly?
Oh, I didn't bring any money with me to England. Just some trinkets and colored beads to trade with the natives.
Hey, John, I'll tell you what. You pay for me, and I'll pay you back when the next installment on my grant comes through.
All right, but it's 34 and sixpence you owe me.
Hey, let's have the muffin, man.
I have seen the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. I have seen the Muffin Man who lives down Drury Lane. I have seen the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. I have seen the Muffin Man who lives down Drury Lane. I have seen the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. I have seen the Muffin Man who lives down Drury Lane.
do you think you're sneaking off to?
My incomparable services are required elsewhere.
Not another nurse.
Well, it's all in the national health, you know.
Well, you shameless old reprobate. Ugly as sin, you are. How do you manage it? No, it wouldn't be Miss Molly again, no, would it?
Well, isn't she the tiger, though? Look at that.
Oh!
I might not survive the night, you know. She does wear a man down. Well, nighty-night.
Have you seen the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Have you seen the Muffin Man who lives down Drury Lane? I have seen the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. I have seen the Muffin Man who lives down Drury Lane.
Got to go.
But the whistle hasn't gone for enough time.
We've got to be careful. Miss Parker found some scratches on the dining room window.
She blame you?
No, just a general warning. Some girls are using this as an unauthorized entry after prescribed hours.
Old cow. Oh, you're really something, Josie.
What sort of something?
Something good. Very good.
You were going to hit that man in the pub, weren't you?
No, just tickle him up. He annoyed me. I don't know what's the matter with me these days, Josie. Everything annoys me. We're all rushing round in circles, nourishing our own little narrow ambitions. You can't wait to have 3 kids, and John's in a panic to make his first million. I don't think Reg is much better either. He can't wait to get back to Africa, to remake his people in our shoddy image.
And what about you?
Me? I'd like to know how to do it. Live, I mean. I've only got once. I'd like to know how to do it right. Oh, we take such damn good care of everything in this country. Our dogs, our flowers, and our stately homes. But we've only got one life. And most of us use it like a knife to cut up others with.
Hey, I thought you were with Molly.
She couldn't get off tonight.
Look, Reggie, he's doing the unspeakable. Studying.
Oh, cut it out. Sit down and have some tea.
Oh, sorry. I nearly did myself an injury. Are you all right?
Want to come back and see?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Sure.
Oh, my God, I broke it. Here's acrylics agony.
Your leg. I broke it. You might have to amputate. Have you ever seen a basket case? Oh, get up. Oh, you're a heartless bastard. Hey, what happened to you in the pub?
I came home from an early night, that's all.
What did Sarah say to you?
Nothing.
Come off it, Phil. You still got on her?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, you're nuts. She's not right for you, Phil.
She used to be.
People change.
Don't make such a row, you'll have the whole hole awake.
See if I care. Isn't it a bleeding shame? All us lonely men in this hall and all those aching women over there. If I were on this bloody university, first thing I'd do would be introduce co-educational halls and mixed showers. Now, where now are my pajamas?
They're in the drawer below. Where have you been all this time, anyway?
The summer house at Josie's Hall.
You You think they keep that place locked up with rams like you around?
She's got a key. Oh, dear old Josie. What would I do without that girl? Miss Foot! Oh, God! Gilby. Well, this is an honor.
Wouldn't it be a good idea if you were to make a little less noise?
Noise? We innocent little nieces?
You may not mind. In fact, you probably don't. But you're disturbing the whole hall.
Oh, well, in that case, my dearest, humblest apologies, Gilby, dear Toad.
This may come as a complete surprise to you, but some people have come up here to work and need sleep.
Oh, a little bird tells me you don't work all the time, Gilby, dear.
And what does that mean? You're drunk.
Inebriated, old chap.
Well done. But please, be a little quieter when you come in from your boozing. Otherwise, you'll find complaints being made to the warden.
Anyone see you? Of course not. Right? Yes, John gave it to me. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Fine. Don't like him anymore, do you?
I don't like what he's doing to you. Can't you see he's just molding you into the kind of girl he wants? Wife of the most go-ahead sweets manufacturer in the Midlands.
Oh, you're funny. You know, when you first came up here, nobody could have been more prim and proper. Josie Stevens, model of a schoolmaster's daughter. Now, every time you open your mouth, I can hear Harry speaking.
Isn't it awful?
I don't know. What is education doing for us anyway? Teaching me to want a better life than you to swear and let your fingernails get dirty.
Each according to his need. As Harry would say.
Why don't you like John?
Do you think I'd find inner happiness in a pure silk nightdress, inches deep in needle-run écrou lace? Pour après le ski.
While we're at it, aren't you changing yourself rather for Harry? I can remember the time when you loathed pubs and beer. It was all culture and Professor Sherry parties.
Now, wait a minute.
But the difference between us, Ducky, is that I'll get John, but you'll never get Harry.
Put that ready light up, will you? This has got to stop, you know, Phil.
What has?
Oh, all this boozing and getting about.
I seem to have heard this before.
Oh, I mean it. Now, that's not what I'm here for. There's my old man. I'm their brother, working in a foundry, and that's hard graft. But I'm the lucky one with brains. And if I get a degree, I'll sit on my arse and sweat half as much for twice the money.
You've got nothing to worry about. You'll get a degree standing on your head. So will John. As soon as the exams come near, then you'll just work like hell, and with luck, I think you'll get a first. Me, I'll work like hell for 3 years. Then finish up with a third. With luck.
Ecco la mia famiglia. Mia moglie, mio figlio, mia figlia ed io. Io sono il signor Bianchi. Mia moglie è la signora. Little early in the day, isn't it, dear?
Perhaps. It's only sherry. Have one.
No, thank you. You might make some coffee. I have a tutorial.
Who?
John Grantham Brown, if you're interested.
Brown. I don't know him, do I?
It's rather difficult for me to say which of the students you're acquainted with. You've not met him here, I think.
Hey, come on, Harry. Professor Chan will be waiting. Come on.
You do look a bit rough.
Well, Phil got me up at 6 to finish this. I gave him hell.
Expect you enjoyed that.
Now, what's that mean?
Thing?
Good morning.
Morning, Virginia.
He's in the living room. Go right in.
Sure. Morning.
Morning. I'll get you some coffee. You look as though you need it.
Thank you.
Morning, John. Morning, Brian.
Morning.
Hello. Hello, darling.
Smoke if you want to. Sit down, Brian.
No, it depends. Well, sleepy.
What's the subject?
You?
The revolutionary climate in Europe in 1848, sir.
No, I don't
Ah,
think
yes.
I can.
Perhaps you'd like to kick off with yours, Brian.
Yes.
Brian?
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid it's on the short side, sir.
Maybe brilliant in spite of that.
Oh, he's giving a tutorial.
Excuse me.
John and somewhat like him. Me too. Bye.
John and I will sit in judgment. Won't we, John?
The 1848 revolution was a...
Well?
The 1848 revolution was a period in the stage of history.
You seen Sarah around anywhere?
She's coming. Who are you taking to the rag ball, Phil?
Well, the one I wanted to text books, I don't know, really.
Plenty of others. Look around.
You're a good sort, Josie.
So are you. Why do we good sorts have such rotten luck?
Hello, Sarah.
Oh, hello.
Would you like to come out to lunch? I thought we might try the new Chinese place.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm busy.
Maybe some other time.
I'm booked to the end of the term, Phil.
I've got a lecture. I'll see you, Josie.
Quick, son! 2 beers and a drambuie.
We're starting early. We're trying to break the record for the number of pubs visited in one day.
It's 28, and I'm sure we can do 30.
Now, what have we got here?
I'll join you.
Maybe you've had enough already, old man.
What do you want me to?
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course we do.
Tell Harry we're going down to the Crown, will you, son?
Right.
All right, men, fall in. Let's have you, let's have you, let's have you.
All right.
Your sister Anna will carry the banner.
I carried it last week.
We'll carry it this week, next week, and every other flipping week.
Well, I'm in the family way.
In everybody's way. All right, son. Taking your time by the town hall clock. January, February. Wait for it, wait for it. March.
Oh, a lady was a dressing at the dressing bar. I did David bread on shoulder.
Those are all your comments, Brown.
I think so, sir.
Emotionally satisfying, but I'm afraid intellectually unsound. I'll be looking for that paper I asked you for as soon as you can possibly manage it.
Yes, sir.
I've kept you, I'm afraid. Yes. You have the subject of our next little session. Oh, goodbye, Brown.
Goodbye, sir. Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Oh, John, perhaps you'd wait a moment.
Thanks for the coffee.
Have you had a stimulating intellectual hour?
Intellectually stimulating, emotionally unsound. Bye.
Virginia and I are having some people in on Sunday, as usual. I hope you'll come. Bring Brown and his young woman.
Harry?
As I didn't ask him myself, he'd have refused, I think. Well, I mustn't keep you. Till Sunday, then.
Goodbye, sir. Thank you.
Ciao.
Una lezione. La mia famiglia. 2 bambini. Un maschio e una femmina.
Most obliging young man.
Si chiamano Piero.
Troppo caro.
Which one?
Piero ha 12
I find our Mr. Brown, a little raw, I must confess. Pano?
It will never do, will it?
No, my dear, it won't. Padre. If you're looking for your sherry, you took it with you.
Do you really want to go to John's party?
Have I any choice?
Oh, hell.
What's the matter?
Oh, I don't know. Second-year blues, I suppose.
Well, don't let it get you down. You know what they all say, university's one long anticlimax. First year, everything's exciting, the work's new.
Yes, and pretty soon you realize you're just hanging about, being pickled in a lot of useless knowledge by a lot of out-of-touch professors.
They're not all out of touch. What about Edgar Tibbs? Perhaps it's your fault.
That's what they'd say. But here we are until the 3 years are up and we can go back to the real world. What can we do about it?
Go and have some lunch.
Well, hold on a minute and I'll see if my grant money's come through yet.
Any luck?
Well, letters from Shell and ICI offer me jobs. Usual guff. And look at this. 2 quid from my mother.
Why does that make you angry?
Your mother can afford to send you money, mine can't. And don't give me that injured middle class look. This probably means the old man hasn't had a pint for maybe 2 weeks. You mistake me.
Perhaps they enjoy making sacrifices for you.
Oh, she does. So does he in his own glum, incoherent way. But it infuriates me. Harry Brown. Mr. Success to be. You know, one day I'll walk down the street in me bowler and carry me flipping umbrella. And all the kids will turn out to take the mick out of me. And my old man will be too ashamed to take me to the local. Oh, the hell with it. I'm going to the flicks.
I've got a lecture, but I can skip
No,
it.
you cut along now. I really ought to do some studying.
Harry,
Oh, go on, sweetheart. Hey. I'll pick you up in time for John's party. Hey, people are weak, aren't they, Sam?
If you say so, Harry.
Oh, look at this. Lady Lucy Fitzgibbon dropped a packet at Shemmy last night. Bloody shame, isn't it, eh? What would you do if you won the pool, Sam? Oh, don't tell me. You'd buy your mum and dad a cottage, you'd visit your sickening sister in Australia, and then you'd come back here and take up life just where you left it.
Why, if it isn't Harry Brown, Esquire. 3 beers in a drum brewery, Sam.
Sir Philip has proved himself a good self after all. He's joined the ranks.
But he insists on coming with us.
Let's have a bloody big glass of ice water and a towel, please, Sam. Come on,
Sekka was undressing for the ball when he spied an enormous lady standing. You got it wrong. And he kept on trying to climb up the dear old castle wall, where she's found another tinker. And she said,
well, bless them all.
oh, that's very good.
Now, I saw it again when I was in Thailand. The choreography, it doesn't stand up to seeing more than once.
No, I disagree. I've seen it several times. Each time it seems to me the work of a first-class artist.
Yes, but think of it critically.
Yes, my dear fellow, but to my mind, the choreography lacked a certain, well, je ne sais quoi. Like I didn't dig it, man.
Really?
Charles spent some time in one of the camps during the long vac, and he says the conditions are appalling.
Please, not now. If there's any trouble, I'm right behind you. Could be rather messy, what?
Have another drink.
Thanks.
I'm glad you came.
Talk to whom you like. It's quite informal.
Of course, he expected to be offered a fellowship in the way he deserves it. But after that last book of his, really, it was pure anarchy.
Can't stand much more of this. Oh, I should have gone dancing with Diane Arthur.
Quiet. You've only been here half an hour.
Is that all?
Well, circulate. Talk to someone.
Well, she's not a bad-looking piece, though, is she? I wonder if she's getting it regular.
Barrie.
I'm sorry. But the charms of this world always look at me. They expect any minute I'm going to break wind or pick my nose.
No.
It's all right, that all talking.
Can't you see I'm tired of it?
Of me?
Of everyone. All talking away, putting on acts.
Not.
You've never said a word to me you really meant. You're like all the other well-pressed young men who come in and out of this house. You saw a ready-made situation and you took it. Me and a foot on the ladder at the same time. I don't blame you. I've just had enough of it, that's all.
I see. Well, I wasn't the first, and I won't be the last. I wonder which way you'll jump now. Harry Brown. Harry Brown.
Do you know, I don't think he'd have me.
It's a piece of music I've always been fond of. I say, Gilby.
Yes, sir?
I finally settled down to read your term paper last night. Simply won't do. I expect you to take it back and revise it thoroughly.
I think I understand, sir.
You most certainly don't understand, young man. I never let my personal reservations about a man's manners interfere with my judgment of his work.
I didn't mean to infer it.
You callow young men are put into my hands for 3 years only. You emerge from God knows what nastiness and pass on cocksure smug to the corruptions of what you call the real world. Unfortunately, I can't help any of that. But while you're here, as long as you're in my hands, I do try to instill standards that are true and constant into your narrow, unyielding souls. Why I still bother is beyond me. But don't you ever forget that. You might do us the honor of joining us.
Why? I've already had too much. I'm bound to say something silly. And you'll correct me if I do.
I wasn't aware that I corrected you in public.
No. Let's be fair. You don't. Anymore. You just get that disapproving look and correct me the next morning.
Gilby do something to upset you?
No more than I deserved.
Virginia, I understand that your infatuation for these young boys is, well, no more than a reflection of your boredom. Childish way of getting more attention from me, perhaps. But I do have a position here. I'd appreciate it if you spent less time with the children, more with the grown-ups in the living room. Perhaps you're right. You've already had too much.
Mostly too much of this life.
You'd have been happier if I'd won the Oxford appointment. I'd have been happier, too. You might remember that. To me, this represents the peak, or one of them, of the true classical ideal in music.
May I refill your glass, sir?
Yes.
While you're at it, old chap.
Mr. Brown, I'm going to make some more canapes. Will you help me? like some? It's whiskey.
Why not? Thank you.
There is a glass, you know. Will you help me butter some of these, please?
I'll try.
Sit down.
What's the matter?
Would you mind? I left my shoes in the garden. They're on the table.
Of course.
You've not been to one of our soirees before. Are you enjoying it?
Oh, immensely.
You don't have to be polite, you know.
All right? No. I feel I'm here on sufferance.
Have another drink.
Better get back.
Ah. The professor sent me for another bottle of sherry. How are the canopies coming along? Cooking nicely?
There's nothing new about strikes and the aspirations of the working class, is there, Tibbs?
Perhaps.
Broadly speaking, the problems of the working class, as they don't like to be called nowadays, are superficial. The money problem's no more, not the proper province of art.
I'm sorry, but that sounds like so much crap to me.
I beg your pardon?
All right. Let me put it this way. I cannot concur with the professor's approach to people and aesthetics.
Really, Brown, poverty's a thing for politicians to settle. The true artist must concern himself with eternal problems. Human loneliness, death.
Yes, it's all right for us to stand here swilling sherry and talk like that. But, well, it's so bloody immoral.
Shall I bring out the violins while Comrade Brown tells us about his early hardships?
At least I haven't spent 2 years trying to scrub my accent clean like you, Gilby.
Shut up.
Neither am I ashamed of my parents. You know, when they visit me, I don't hide them in some backstreet restaurant in case one of the chaps might find out how they talk.
There's no need to be offensive, Harry.
Oh, well, there is, damn it, there is. I remember what and where I came from very well. I hate to be a bore or superficial, but it's still a bloody carve-up. What's in it for me, old man? You tell me. A short a day at the factory?
I think this has gone far enough, Brown.
No. You come to our house one day when he's coughing his guts up and offer him a glass of sherry, and then try and tell him his problems are superficial.
John, you're going to tell us about your new hi-fi equipment. We've been thinking it's really time we made a change.
Oh, I don't know, sir. It's got a wonderful tone.
Yes, but it's lacking in presence.
Why'd you do it, Harry?
I'm sorry I embarrassed you. You have a right to be mad at me.
I'm not mad at you. I just hate to see you hurting yourself. I wish I knew more about you.
Don't be daft. You know all there is to know. I'm a useless, clumsy bastard.
I didn't say I wanted you any different.
Well, I do.
How?
Hell, I don't even know that myself.
I don't know why you put up with him anymore.
Oh, he was drunk, Sarah.
Thank you.
We all of us behave badly at times, you know.
Don't make excuses for him to me, John. I know Harry. We went to school together, remember?
Anyway, it's partly my fault. He didn't want to come tonight, you know. He'd much rather have gone to the dance with the boys.
You should have let him.
That was to be my presidential palace.
And I'd like it to be Clara and Jane. They're smashing, aren't they? There's the image of Elizabeth Taylor, I think.
Oh, everyone says that.
Lance Hawkins, the Diamond Miner.
How do
And
you
my
do?
old hunting companion, Chief Tobabutu.
Hello.
How'd you do?
Hi.
Do you think it's all right?
I'm not to worry.
The chief says he'll give your father 24 head of cattle if you'll fly back to his country with him tomorrow.
Oh.
Very human in Mau Mau.
Come dance with me, you delicious little flower.
We're in luck. He's going to show us some of his black magic.
Oh.
Eso kaya, ella mo shurita, era so maya.
Dreadful how too many years of mediocre students can play tricks on a man.
What did you say?
Brown. Believe it or not, he said something strikingly original in his tutorial. Probably hit on it by chance. Probably, too, I'm just eager to discover merit somewhere after all these years.
What if he is brilliant?
Hardly likely. Anyway, Miss bringing his term paper any day now. That ought to make for sobering reading. Did you have an enjoyable interlude with him in the kitchen?
I wasn't raped, if that's what you mean.
That would have been enjoyable, I suppose.
A change is as soothing as a rest. George, have you a mistress?
No, I'm afraid not. Please don't ask me if I'm queer.
That would be something, anyway.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
About you getting mad?
Okay.
You jealous of Chan?
You know, his wife made a pass at me in the kitchen.
Did she?
No, it's not funny. Isn't Gilby enough for her?
You're funny, though. One minute it's anything in a skirt, the next you go all nonconformist conscience. What are we doing here, anyway?
Well, it's different for us, because we don't set ourselves up as examples like they do.
Who are they? Anyone you disagree with, is that it?
My dear child, you're beginning to show uncomely signs of initiative and intelligence. You know, John's offered me a job with his family firm when I go down.
Gonna take it?
God knows.
I wish I could do or think of something helpful to say.
Oh, you're a good sort, Josie. Josie? Josie? Josie?
Who's that?
Josie? Josie!
Who's that?
Oh, I didn't mean to hurt you, lady.
Who? Hurt whom?
No, Miss Elwyn. I just wanted to return this.
What? I beg your pardon?
Her bra.
What's your name, young man?
Gilby. Andrew Gilby.
Why'd you let him do it?
Do what?
Humiliate you? Behaving as he did this evening with the professor and everybody?
What would you do?
Show him the door.
Like you did, Phil.
He's no good for you, Josie. Can't you see that? He's not even good for himself. Rude and noisy.
I'd rather not talk about it. Throw me a tissue, please.
You and John are a pair. Innocents.
Do you love John? Really, I mean.
Harry and I were kids together, you know that. What you don't know is just how squalid it was there. And quarreling and penny pinching and Saturday night drunks. Well, I don't want that. Not for me. Not for my children. Is anything wrong with that?
You haven't answered my question.
I'll make John a very good wife. Does that answer your question?
Morning, Duchess.
What are you so cheerful about?
Have you got me a cup of coffee?
Yes, darling. To be ashamed of yourself behaving like that last night.
Yes, poor show, wasn't it? Not the sort of behavior that hoists one a notch up the ladder, is it? Have you seen Josie?
She's over there. It may interest you to know that I found her sitting on a bed last night, crying her eyes out.
She's no mad at me. Hello, Josie.
Why do you always have to work on her, Harry?
Oh, she brings out the worst in me.
She certainly does. Why?
Look, Dux, Sarah's approach to people is simple. The thing's to step over. I think that's rotten. Why were you crying in your room last night? Or were you?
Bit.
Look, I'm sorry about that.
Don't flatter yourself. I wasn't crying because of you. Just girl trouble.
You're not going to have a baby or anything like that.
Of course not.
Josie, you'd tell me if anything was wrong, wouldn't you?
I'll cry on your shoulder next time. You're such a good sort.
That's my girl. Hey, you coming to the jazz club tonight?
I'd like to, but I simply must work. Sure, I'll come.
Good girl. Hey, what did Charles say when he didn't turn up today?
Oh, he's away for a couple of days.
I was agonizing for nothing then. Blimey, what's she doing?
Oh, she comes sometimes.
When their old man's away, I suppose. Hey, where's Gilby?
Gilby?
I'll come off it. Everybody knows about
Now,
that.
look, that's just a lot of gossip.
Oh, yeah?
Anyway, aren't you leaving yourself wide open?
Oh, yeah.
I've even heard it said there's something going on between you and Phil.
Oh, my dear boy, I didn't know you cared.
You're a bloody fool.
Oh, you're the bloody fool. Now, what's funny about me and Phil?
I never said it. It's just that, well, he follows you around with that sort of look in his eye, like you've probably seen Gilby following
Well,
you.
be a dear and don't tell him I embraced you. He'll be frightfully jealous, don't you know?
Hello? And who are you embarrassing now?
Nobody. Harry's on his best behavior.
Oh, Johnny was just telling me that the downtrodden millions are happy as they are. Didn't say a word about their daughters, though. Oh, sorry.
Oh, cut it out, both of you, will you?
You might at least stick up for me. You wouldn't let anyone talk to Josie like that.
Oh, the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball to end them all. If you can't get kissed on a Saturday night, you can't get kissed at all. Singing, I'll do it this time, I'll do it new. The man who did last time can do it new. 24 virgins come down from Inverness. And when the ball was over, there were 4 and 20 less.
I'll do it this time, I'll do it new. The man who did it last time, can do it new.
Oh, Sarah Phillips, she was there and she was on the make. She left the others breadcrumbs while she scoffed all the cake, singing, I'll do it this time, I'll do it new. The man that did it last time can do it new.
Oh, Josie Stevens, she was there, and so was dear old Phil. He can't decide which one to have, perhaps he never will.
Once is enough. Sing it again. Sing it again! Take it easy, gentlemen, take it easy.
Stop it! Just about had enough of all of you.
Get out the way, Reg. I just wanted to sing.
Harry, you know it was under tit for tat. You know, you two white boys will have to stop behaving like savages.
Bastard, gee.
Now go and get Josie. Go on. Relax, man, relax.
I'm sorry. Listen, you weren't here earlier. You don't know what John started.
I don't care what John started. You promised me.
Oh.
You might have a thought for me.
Josie, you know the way I feel about...
I am not a good sort.
Josie.
Your grant come through?
What?
I was wondering if your grant had come through.
As a matter of fact, yes. Have one?
No, thanks.
Well, there's only this or sherry.
I hope you're not worrying about your outburst last night. I was grateful for it.
Glad someone was.
By the way, where's Miss Stevens?
Miss Stevens has walked out on me because I'm a bore.
I'd like to dance.
Sure.
Your friends look a bit surprised to see us.
But there.
Isn't it done, then?
I don't know what's done. That's my trouble.
Well, how about that then? He's got a nerve.
Why shouldn't we dance with her?
Because he came here with Josie. Do you mind the bottle? I wasn't expecting company.
Do you always carry that stuff around with you?
Yes. Does it horrify you?
If you like it.
I don't. But it helps. Cheers.
Cheers.
I used to go to lots of dances before I was married. I even had my picture in the Tatler.
Taxes today are ruinous. What?
I knew you wouldn't approve. You think it's rather a distinction not to have had money, don't you?
Did you bring me out here to lecture me?
I'm not sure yet.
Why'd you marry him?
professor's wife, you know.
Well, I suppose I could always go back to the hall and try a cold shower.
If you're hungry, I could do you bacon and eggs or something.
Fine.
All right? See you outside.
Well, son.
Discretion, Harry. See you at the garden.
It's strange with him away. He plays these records every evening.
I'd have thought you had better things to do.
Don't spoil it, Harry.
I'll go and get us something to eat. Please, go now.
What is it?
I want you to go.
What?
Please, will you go now?
Virginia?
No.
Only one bed.
I thought you were a scholarship boy. You thought I made a pass at you in the kitchen last night.
Or didn't you?
Were you shocked?
Perhaps.
And now?
Now I don't know whether you want me to leave or stay.
I could always make you those bacon and eggs.
That's not what I meant.
I know. You asked me why I married him. Were you really interested, or were you just being undergraduate?
I'm a student. Only Oxford and Cambridge chaps are undergraduates.
It's just possible, isn't it, that he doesn't like it here any more than you do.
Bully for him?
You're young and cruel. Why not? You don't know yet what it means to be judged, found wanting. All you want to do is kiss me. What did you, Harry? Harry, don't pity me, will you? I don't want pity.
I'm not pitying you.
Love me, Harry. Love me. Will you get back into hall, all right?
Easy. Done it 1,000 times.
Sure you have.
Harry?
Yeah?
Will you brag about it? Will you go back and tell the boys you've just made the professor's wife?
Oh, look. My photograph may have never appeared in the Tatler. But that doesn't mean to say I haven't any manners.
He's away till tomorrow night. Late.
Oh?
What are you doing tomorrow afternoon?
I should be studying. But I'll be here if you like.
I'll give you a tutorial.
I'm sick of it all. I'm sick of coming here every day and listening to your troubles. I'm sick of this room and the shabbiness of it. I'm getting out, and I'm getting out now.
Okay. Hold it a minute, Sarah. I think you need a move.
She's going to be marvelous, don't you think? I hope so. Barrie, what do you think?
Sure.
Oh, I think it's exactly the sort of part she should play. It'd be fabulous in the doll's house, don't you think? Yes, Phil, I suppose she would.
Even better than the Tammy of the Shrew, I'd say.
Oh, John, I've been looking for you. Have you thought our penny's done for the rag yet?
No, not yet. No.
What about you?
Right? Who gives a damn?
Oh, don't bother Harry today. He's got his mind on more academic problems.
We haven't got much time. I've got a full committee meeting for tomorrow.
Ah, there he sits, in the flesh. The Don Juan of the jazz club.
How'd you make out with her, Harry? I didn't make out with anyone.
All right, forget it. This one's on me.
Another time, Dan.
Off to the woods once more? There he goes. Lady Chown's gamekeeper. You're not the first. You're not the second. Just one of the regiment.
They're lovely.
How are those, love? How much?
5 shillings, please.
What is it, Harry? Still got the blues? Second year blues, isn't that what they're called?
Now, how did you know I had them?
A lot of you do. Only with you, it's more obvious than most.
Yes, but it's not what I've got at the moment.
What would your Josie think about this?
Josie? Oh, she'd understand. She knows me. We're mates.
I wouldn't want to hurt her. Or you either, funnily enough.
Nothing hurts me.
That's not true. Skip it. What are you thinking about now?
Oh, it's that damn rag. We've got a meeting to think up some stunt.
What sort of a stunt?
Oh, publicity. Something sensational. Like the Sheffield boys climbing the television mast.
I suppose if one was childish enough, one could always climb the tower.
That's not a bad idea. Has it ever been done?
Not that I heard of.
Well, I suppose you could always stick a pot to the top or something. I really must go. Virginia, do you really want me to come back later?
Yes, Harry. Very much.
As soon as I can. To hell with the rag.
boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Have I got to stand up there?
That's right.
Well, I'll freeze to death.
Well, it's all in a good cause.
I'm only going to be in a bikini.
Oh.
Well, we'll stick a couple of water bottles in it.
There wouldn't be room for them. There's hardly room for me.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. Go and get it and we'll rehearse.
No, thank you.
Well, get up there and we'll see what you look like.
Have any of you lot seen Harry?
He's taking a tutorial, I think.
He's just gone for a walk, that's all. He's bound to be here soon.
Harry? What are you going to do when you leave university?
Oh, the usual. Join the detergent company which offers me the best pension scheme.
Try not to be flippant for once.
All right. I'll settle for being filthy rich. Take over Brown, the most feared man in the city. You know, a month every year at Monte, winters in Bermuda. The rest of the time I'll complain about the lazy, shiftless workers.
Virginia,
Hmm?
why don't you come away with me?
If I were a little younger, I'd be tempted. As it is, I'm flattered.
But I love you.
Don't know what you're saying.
I'm dead serious.
Please, Harry. Don't.
Don't what? Can't you stand a bit of honesty in this house?
You're all the same, aren't you? You bring flowers when you want something.
Did he bring flowers?
What my husband brought me is
I
none of your
meant
business.
Gilby.
This isn't a Ruggerfield, young man. If you wish
Or
to
the
score...
others? How many others, Virginia?
So many I can't count. Put your money on the dresser when you leave. Will that satisfy you? Now go. I don't want to hurt you, Harry.
With me?
Well, to the Casbah. You've seen too many films, my young friend.
Don't keep calling me young friend and young man. It seems I'm too young for some things, but just the right age for others.
Harry, darling. You can afford to be romantic. At your age, you wouldn't mind the seedy bed-sitters and the shilling in the gas meters. But I would. I enjoy my comforts.
What's it to be, then? A division of labor? Your husband to supply some comforts and me the others?
You've no idea how you're hurting me.
I want to hurt you so much you'll walk right out of here with me.
You'll be tired of me in a year. And then what? You'll find another Josie, but what about me?
I'll never get tired of you.
Can you be sure?
Damn it, woman. Lloyds don't underwrite everything in life. Let's find out. Do you love me?
Yes. Now, oh, Harry, leave. I've only so much left to give.
We'll always go away together. Canada, Australia.
What about my husband? What would happen to him?
What makes you so sure he's happy with you? He might be relieved.
No one can accuse you of not being direct, can they? He'd never let me go.
Oh. Let me ask him, Virginia. Let me tell him about us.
I'll think about it.
When you're in bed with him?
Harry, you're impossible. I should be feeling so good. Instead, you're making me feel wretched. He's taken the early train.
Not to worry. For the professor, my midterm paper.
Good evening.
Darling, I had some students in to tea. Mr. Brown stayed on. He brought you his midterm paper.
I see.
Mr. Brown was just leaving.
I think I'll finish my tea first.
You seem to have overstayed your welcome already, young man.
I was pretty damn welcome until a minute ago.
Harry.
I'm in love with your wife.
Hardly surprising. I imagine a number of young men are. Virginia is very attractive.
You don't understand.
Young man, you don't understand. I'm tired. I'm giving you a chance to leave this house with some dignity. Rather generous of me, I feel. So the Rawlings, darling. They asked after you.
How nice. How's Vivian?
She's well.
Do you want me to go?
Please.
Unanimous, but not quite. I'm not ready to go.
I really believe you're drunk.
Quite.
Mr. Brown, I should hate to have to report you to the university authorities.
And what would you tell them? That I'd been here since noon? That I'm in love with your wife?
He doesn't know what he's saying.
She's afraid to leave because of what it would do to you.
I suppose there's a conventional way of doing all this. I'm supposed to strike you, you hit me back, and so forth. Really, I'm too old. Would you mind very much if we didn't fight? Darling, do you want to go away with this young man? Borrow my leather suitcase if you wish. The one you bought me in Florence.
Man, haven't you seen any place since Noel Coward? Can't you do better than that?
Did you really think she'd go away with you? Can't even someone of your age distinguish between a kiss stolen from a woman who has no child of her own and adultery?
And that's all there was to it.
Oh, I pity you. I pity you both.
There's a doctor attached to the university. If these fantasies of yours persist, I would recommend...
Sure. What about you, Mrs. Chow? What do you recommend?
I think your behavior's been absolutely childish.
But then, I am a child. Now back to my childish pursuits. On with the rag. You know, you're right, Virginia. One shouldn't take risks in life. Bedsitters, loving, all too dangerous. Like sweets from strangers. Maybe you shouldn't even cross streets. You could stay here enclosed all the time. You could even stay here with him and suffocate.
George.
I don't want to discuss it.
We must talk.
I'd really find the details most distasteful. You'll have to think of another way of purging yourself.
Do you want a divorce?
Lose my chance of a knighthood?
All right. You played your part very well. You couldn't have made him feel more gauche. But we're alone now.
The answer is no.
You have grounds.
I've told you, I'm not interested in details. The episode is closed. If you're going to weep, please leave the room.
You might have hit him for my sake.
I'm perverse. I didn't quite see you as the injured party.
You see, Reggie, it needs two because of the jutting out bit.
Look, there's a bar on stunts, remember?
Wouldn't apply. The tar's on university ground. There'd be no damage.
No, just a few broken bones.
Well?
When?
Tonight, why not?
John's not going to do it.
Look, will you let me do my own talking?
That's right. Pipe down, Duchess. Tonight it is then, John.
No. I'd like to, Harry, but, well, it's my position, you see, as secretary. It's a bit difficult. I'm sorry, Harry.
Thank goodness. Now we can think of something else.
Just because John's back down doesn't mean to say I'm not going to do it.
You won't do it, so he's got to try and prove he's better.
Look, you're crazy. You climb things because they're there. We have to have better reason to risk our necks.
Hey, either of you two lads game to climb the tower with me tonight?
Not me, matey. I'm a born coward.
Sorry, boy. Not with all the booze I've got inside me.
Nobody's got any guts in this place.
Well, I'm the first one to admit that.
Why didn't you ask Phil?
No. What's the smile for?
I wasn't smiling.
You bloody were.
Oh, let him have it his own way.
You don't think Phil could do it?
Does it matter?
Does to Harry.
You don't think he's got the guts? He may have more guts than your John, Duchess, but he...
Why don't you ask him and find out?
No. Phil's out. He's got a bad ankle.
Good. Now, look, this has got to stop, Harry.
What's got to stop? Nothing. All right, Phil. I'm going to climb the university tower later tonight, and it needs two of us to stick the rag banner on top.
Yeah?
Your name came up, and... Well, I told them about your sore ankle.
Well, I'll climb it with you.
Just like that.
Oh, if none of the obvious candidates want to.
Just because Sarah's here, you've got to volunteer. You're a rotten climber, Phil.
Right, it's settled. Harry and I'll do it.
This is to be entirely your responsibility, Harry. Let's get that quite clear. We don't want any of the other students involved.
Sure.
And it's quite an unofficial stunt, too, remember?
Safeguarding your position all round, eh? Come on, Phil, I'll roll you.
What to drink?
To what do I owe this honor?
I want to ask you a favor.
Yes?
Will you promise me never to see Harry Brown again?
Why?
You promise?
Why, George?
I've read his paper. I can't be absolutely sure. The evidence is still thin, but it's just possible the boy is brilliant. He has an enviable academic career ahead of him. What's wrong?
Just for one moment, I thought you might be jealous.
Harry, you're not going to climb the tower, are you? Sarah says you are. You and Phil.
That's right. Stick this on top. Stunt for the rag.
No.
You're the same as the others, aren't you? You don't think Phil could do it.
But why him?
None of the others would. Why not him anyway?
I can guess what happened. John said he wouldn't. You said Phil would. John sneered, and you made Phil say yes.
Oh, did I, Hal?
Sarah. I should have guessed. Harry, no one's going to stop you doing it if you're set on it. I know you well enough for that. But please, don't get Phil mixed up in it. He's not the type.
Perhaps she's right.
Talk him out of it.
All right. I'll get somebody else.
Harry. You will be careful, won't you?
Of course I'll be careful. Come and watch if you like. John and Sarah.
Harry, don't do it. Not with anyone.
I'll be careful. I'm not a suicide pilot, you know.
Are you sure?
It's 1 o'clock. I'd better get cracking.
Right, let's go.
Look, I've told you once, you're not going.
Try and stop me.
You're doing this for Sarah, that's all.
Well, I'd look a bit of a net meeting her again. All of them, for that matter, if I didn't go, wouldn't I?
You're risking your neck for nothing.
You're risking yours, too.
I'm nuts. You're not. If you try and get out of here tonight, Phil, I'll call the warden and have you locked up.
Oh, Harry. In that case, I shall have to be a little bit unfair. You won't like this, but you've been a very good friend to me while I've been here. And I haven't had a chance to repay you.
Repay me for what?
Without you, I would have just been on the fringe of life here without being a part of it. And instead of which, I've met a lot of people and had a lot of fun. Now, you've been responsible for this without knowing it. Well, I guess you could have had a room of your own this year if you'd wanted to, but you didn't, so...
Just part of my scheme for helping underprivileged kids.
I knew you'd be embarrassed. Still, I wanted to tell you, because I've got the chance to do something tonight to repay you.
Okay, Phil. Well, listen. If you get tired, or anything up there tonight, you tell me. We'll come down that bloody thing like a dose of salts, okay?
Don't worry, it'll be as easy as falling off a log.
Come on.
Anybody spot you?
I don't think so.
Who's with him?
Phil, of course.
Who did you expect?
is it?
It's me, sir. Gilby. I'm very sorry to disturb you, sir, but there's something I think you should know about.
Is it important?
I think you'll think so, sir.
Is that what we sent you to university for? To climb towers?
Damn fool thing for Harry to have done, of course. I suppose we couldn't pretend not to have heard anything about it.
I wish we could, Edgar. But as Mr. Gilby has been so thoughtful...
Yes, indeed.
Cold? Yeah, a bit. Fabulous view, though, isn't it?
Oh, I do hate the college hearties.
Quite. It's not entirely without significance, Marjorie. You read Fraser on the Phoenicians.
Yes, of course I have.
Well, if you think of that tower as a phallic symbol and those two boys as unproven warriors.
Yes, I see. Yes, I do see.
Bill? Come here. Here's Rebecca, will you? Okay. Remember, United hunt for Everest. Sure, we won't be overlooked in next year's honours list. Now take it easy going down, Phil.
I'm all right.
Okay, well, warm your hands first. Bloody hell, cops. Now, don't look down.
Wouldn't you know? It's only when your home's being robbed that they never seem to get round in time.
Come here. Are they up there?
Yes.
How many?
2.
Bloody fools. Davis, nip in and get the floodlighting on. Matthews, get an ambulance and a fire escape to stand by.
You'll not get a ladder to them up there, Sam.
Do as I say. Come here. Are they friends of yours?
Yes.
You'll be lucky if they are much longer.
They got up all right.
That's the easy part. They'd only stay where they are until we could get some light on to help them. Just pray that stonework holds.
Shall I try shouting them, sir?
Now, save your breath. The wind's too strong.
Thanks, mate. There's a welcoming committee with the full works. Come on. Take a breather before the next part, Phil.
I'll never reach him up there. Is that maximum? That's as high as we can get.
Over. Yeah? Huh? On the bar, Phil.
What about the net? Darcy, I'd have to jump for it. We'll try, though. Get the net out.
Yes, sir. Swing this over, okay? Down easy, Phil. Down.
This is a coroner's court, and my sole duty is to ascertain the cause of Corbett's death. Medical evidence has shown that the cause of death was multiple injuries. And your evidence makes it clear that these were the result of his falling some 80 feet from the tower. But first, I should like to express the court's sympathy with the parents of the dead boy. In recording a verdict of accidental death, however, I cannot refrain from making some comment on this lamentable case. Corbett and you, Brown, were engaged in a foolhardy venture. This tragedy will, I hope, be a warning to other students who may contemplate such reckless stunts in the future. Stunts based on a desire for publicity and rooted in adolescent exhibitionism. They are a clear indication that hooliganism is not confined to the back streets in this city. And it is even more disgraceful that young people like yourself and the others concerned in this case should behave with such appalling irresponsibility. But I am impelled to point out that your real punishment will be that for the remainder of your life, you will have to live with the knowledge that you contributed directly to the death of your friend, Philip Corbett.
Mr. Brown.
Yeah?
We're Phil's parents.
Yes, I know.
My wife and I were wondering if we'd have a word with you. You see, there's something you want to say.
Oh?
Oh, not here. A cup of tea would be nice.
Well,
we won't take up much of your time.
All right. Well, I know a place, just...
Yes, it must be a grand life. Of course, I didn't have the chance to go to university. We're always so glad when Phil had the chance. Did you get a scholarship, Harry?
You don't mind us calling you that? Phil always did.
Of course not. Yes, I got a scholarship. Look, I thought you wanted to say something special to me.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's this. Maybe after what the coroner had to say to you, you'll be feeling bad. But you've got your life in front of you. You must make something of it. Phil was a quiet lad, and maybe we sheltered him a bit.
Yeah, he was quiet.
I think you're the first real friend he ever had. That's why the wife and I don't want you to blame yourself. It was an accident.
I've got to go. I've got to be somewhere. Thank you. Excuse me.
Oh, his name is Harry Brown. Harry Brown.
What a day to convene the Star Chamber.
A load of old-fashioned muck. A letter in the post would have served just as well.
Cheer up, Josie. Harry may be all right.
They won't send him down. He's suffered enough already.
What happened?
£10 and disbarred from holding any further office.
Oh. What about Harry?
He's still in there.
It seems, Mr. Brown, that over and above this exploit of yours, which resulted in the death of another student, your influence here has been for the bad. You have not worked. You have been rebellious to those in authority and paid no attention to their advice. In fact, you have refused to accept the benefits which this university has offered you. Have you anything you wish to say?
No, sir.
We have taken into account the fact that, well, at least in the opinion of one of your teachers, you are a boy with possibilities. But this university hasn't the room or inclination to include in its members young men who do not appreciate what it has to give. I must ask you to remove yourself from its precincts within 24 hours. That will be all.
I've come to say goodbye.
George is here.
To both of you. I just wanted to apologize for my behavior the other night.
I see.
And I'd also like to thank you for speaking up for me.
Would you like a brandy?
Yes, please.
Jenny?
Thank you.
I don't like you, Brown. I never did, and I still don't.
Fair enough.
You don't understand. I've checked this paper of yours against all the likeliest sources. But it's your own. The ideas, I mean.
Yes.
You're ruined, you know. Any chances you may have had of an academic career are gone.
I never really wanted one. Is that so funny?
Shall I tell you why I don't like you, Brown? I'm a teacher, not a bad one. When it comes to scholarship, original thought, I'm very much the second-rater. For years now, I've sustained myself with the hope that one day, just by chance, I might hit on a brilliant student. Help him. Encourage him. Push him along, Brown. I never dreamed that when he did come, it would be in your vulgar, obnoxious shape.
Not much I can say to that, is there?
You see, young man, I've come to live with the fact that there are better men than me at, say, Oxford. When a ruffian like you walks right into my life with better equipment, it's just too bloody awful.
I'm sorry.
Don't compound the injury, please. I think perhaps you better go now. Here.
It's a bloody scandal. Oh, don't write your MP, Arthur, lad. I don't want any fuss.
Tell you what, we'll divert the rag procession down to the coach station and give you a proper send-off.
Give it me now, Di.
All right, man. Good luck. We'll miss you in the team.
I'll miss you. Bye, Harry. Drop us a line and let us know how things are going.
Well, come on in, Arthur. I'm in the mood for splitting a few skulls. That vice-chancellor had better not get in my way.
When are you going? When are you going?
Well, I've packed and done a few things.
Can I help you? I'd like to.
No, thanks, sweetheart.
Harry,
Look, I'll meet you at the coach station about 4, okay?
Okay.
Goodbye then, Reggie. Hey, and watch out for the Zulu warriors, eh?
Harry, sometimes people get under your skin. Sometimes they get under my skin. My black skin. But not you, Harry. Never you.
Goodbye, Reggie.
Why, Harry?
Oh, his name is Harry Brown, Harry Brown. Oh, his name is Harry Brown, Harry Brown. Oh, his name is Harry Brown, but he shut his best friend down. See his eyes, hear his soul, he's in there. Oh, her name is Josephine, Josephine. Oh, her name is Josephine, Josephine. Oh, her name is Josephine. And she thinks what might have been if her man had only seen. Kiss her eyes, bless her soul, guard her well.
There's one in a few minutes. I'm lucky. Plenty of room.
Not everybody's been sent down.
Harry?
Yes?
It's all over, isn't it? Straight answer, Harry.
Straight answer, Josie. I've got to get away from this place. You know, just before he fell, when I was trying to reach him, he said something. He said, "Sorry, Harry. Sorry." And he went.
Do you think you're the only one that wants to get away? When I saw him come out of the darkness, I didn't know it was him. I thought it was you. When we got to him, all I could feel was relief. That's all I did feel for days. Only the inquest made me realize he was dead.
Board the coach now, please, if you're traveling.
Please don't leave me, Harry. Take me with you.
Can't, Josie.
I know you don't love me. I think I've always known it. But I don't mind. I'll go when you tell me to, but please, let me be with you till then.
Well, don't let there be more grief for both of us. I can't take any more suffering. Not yet. Oh, God. How'd you learn to stop hurting people? Bye, Josie.
Oh, her name is Josephine, and she thinks what might have been if her man had only seen. Kiss her eyes, bless her soul, guard her well. Oh, we say he killed poor Phil, killed poor Phil. Oh, we say he killed poor Phil, killed poor Phil. Oh, we say he killed poor Phil, and he knows he did, but still, won't we all in at the kill? Damn our eyes, blast our souls, bloody hell.